Hello, everybody. That's the shot of me actually not working, so I'm going to have to come back here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sonic Quizmas special. It is, in fact, today is the day. It's amazing that we're actually finally made it. I'm so pleased. It's been a lot of, there's been actually quite a lot of planning for this. Today is the day, though, so I'm just going to see if I can get this working again because I need to have myself all Christmassy. NDI audio. I don't want any audio, so this is the podcast usually that's to do with music technology, but it can also be to do with Christmas, and I'm very pleased with my Christmas beard here. So I've got half Christmas, I've got full Christmas. No, that's full Christmas, that's half Christmas. So welcome everybody to Sonictalk special. Welcome to all the folks in the chat room. We've got the YouTubers, we've got the IRCers, we've got the Discorders. Thank you everybody for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Today is the quiz, and the quiz will, as is those of you familiar, this is only our third quiz. It feels like so many more, but we've been preparing for this. We've got more guests than usual. We've got more stuff. We've got, somebody's just given us a Christmas drink. Wazoo, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everybody. What a pleasure. I don't know whether these buttons are working or not, whatever, but I got that in. Yes. Today is the Christmas quiz, and before I get going, I want to if you want to join, here's the Christmas quiz. This is the make a start on the picture round, so that's the link for the picture round, and then from there you can go to the answers, which are also on Google Forms, whatever they're called. I will be reading out the questions. We also have a special round from other people, internet favourites of ours and others, so I guess we should actually probably think about starting, shouldn't we? I should stop going on about it. I'm just trying to find out where everything's gone because I knocked my network cable out, which was actually really stupid of me. So let me find my restream. Where's my restream chat? Oh, that's gone. That seems to have vanished. Okay, never mind. That'll work. So let's go to guests. We'll start with our locals. We've got Mr. Gaz Williams there, who's actually looking very tropical, but also colourful. How are you, Gaz? You well?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. I've been in video, just edited a video, so that's going to be going live tonight at 8 p.m. A pop video for the song from the Sonic album, actually. So
excellent. Well, I can actually plug that. The Sonic album. You mean this one? This album here? That one? Yes, that one. That's the one. Okay. Well, that's grand. Well, thank you for joining us. We also got Mr. Rich Hilton, who's also looking very Christmassy, which is brilliant. How are you, Rich?
Well, thank you. Very happy to be here, enjoying holidays with you guys.
Good. I'm just I'm backpedaling a little bit because I'm trying to find my restream, which will show me. There it is. Now I can see all of the stuff. That's what I want to do. Anyway, Rich, lovely to have you. Nice to see you're dressed in red and ready. You're very trim. And as I said, your hat looks like it's properly tailored and specific. I have trouble with hats. This hat, is as you can see, is a bit small. This hat, however, fits perfectly, although it's not real. Anyway, lovely to have you. We've also got our Zoomers. Now, who's going to go first? Because I can't actually make anybody... there's Dom. If you speak, then...
Hello!
There he is.
Ho, ho, ho. It's little Dom in my little peep setup. So it's all good. A Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, fantastic. And can I just say, poor old Wagyu in the chat's paid you money and you called him up the Wazoo, which is not quite right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm flustered. I'm flustered. I'm sorry, Wagyu.
So big up to Wagyu in the chat. But yeah, happy Christmas to everybody. It's my first quiz. I'm super excited.
Excellent. I'm glad to see you dressed for the occasion. This Snapchat thing is fab, isn't it? It really does kind of...
Hell's Angel.
Yeah, it's Hell's Angels. Yeah, I like that. But anyway, so there, and up there we have Mr. Robbie Bronnimann, who's in Bristol. Robbie, of course, producer, and I'm digging the kind of Christmas jungle style you've got there. Are you doing some jungle production for a Christmas hit for next year?
I just thought it was red. I only had red, so I think it's a bit more Dennis the Menace, isn't it, than Christmas? But, it's the nearest I could get.
Excellent. Right. Okay. And we've also got, if I come back to our main, we've got Mr. Dave Spiers, who's there in his studio with his bar humbug hat. How are you, Dave? Dave from GeForce Software.
I thought this was a business meeting. I think I've logged into the wrong thing by mistake.
Well, it's lovely to have you, mate. G4 Software, of course, Dom, Mr. Wiggly, and Rich, and Gaz from on the YouTubes, and Rich from Hiltonius, and all of those other places. Anyway, right. I've almost forgotten how this works because it's been a year since I've done it, but I guess we should probably think about doing some questions. Before I did, I just wanted to plug our Patreon because I can. If you fancy joining us on Patreon, it's absolutely fine. We've been posting some stuff up there. There's a lot of ad-free things. We've got some things coming up over Christmas. In between Christmas and New Year, we've got some interviews from the what am I trying to say? The Sonic album, yeah, as Gaz and PJ and Steve Hillier and there's somebody else. I've forgotten who it is now. That's terrible of me, isn't it? I've only got enough bandwidth to think to remember to breathe in my own name at the moment because this is a very complex setup. But do join us. So hold on, we need to figure out how to get people to mute themselves on Zoom so that they don't take the precedence. But this is all a learning process. I'll just him turn down. So, how's everybody been? Has everybody been all right? Is everybody kind of happy and ready to go? Shall we do a show? I don't know where.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Brilliant. Right. So I'm going to start with. Let's start with round one questions. Let me get. Did I post the? Yeah. Make a start on the picture round. This is the link to the picture round because it might be hard and that's something that you can keep coming back to. So there's the link. That will be in the chat. So let's get on to round one questions. Let me get the right thing up, which is this year's gear. So if I make a little marker in here, round one questions, this year's gear. Okay. Everybody got the pencil and paper ready? Everybody ready in the chat? So the YouTube, we're about to start the show. Gosh, this feels very efficient. It's only taken 10 minutes to get to this point. I'm not sure. It can only go downhill from here. Right, so let me get my questions up first. So round one. Okay, go. In September, Arturio released their remake of a classic 3-oscillator crosswave synth. What was the name of the original? This is round one. And that is, again, in September, Arturio released their remake of a classic 3-oscillator crosswave synth. What was the name of the original? Okay, and next question. This is question 2 in round one. In which month was the Boss RC505 Mark II officially announced? Now, this is a bit of a tricky one because it's been mentioned quite a lot of times, but which month was it officially announced? And that's this year. In fact, look, there's a Boss RC505 Mark II there, together with the Roland Boutiques. Oh. Okay, next question. This is question 3. In January, Korg released an edgy, expansive, and easy-to-use wavetable synthesizer. What was it called? I think I'm going to go Christmassy for this. In January, Korg released an edgy, expansive, and easy-to-use wavetable synthesizer. What was it called? Question 4 in round one. I want to see if I can get my moustache to twitch. Question 4, round one. Sonic Potions and Erica synths combined to release a drum machine in July this year. What was it?
Oh, dear.
Once again, Sonic Potions and Erica synths combined to release a drum machine in July this year. What was it called? That's round one, question 4.
Oh, that's the question.
Well, I could do some repeats, don't worry. Question 5, round 1. Novation Circuit Tracks was released in which month this year? These are hard because we always get teasers, don't we? And sometimes we don't remember what month it is. This is question 5. The Novation Circuit Tracks was released in which month? Okay, question 6. Everybody holding up okay? I'm just keeping an eye on it. Yes, I think so. Okay. Question 6. Moog, I do beg your pardon, Moog. Moog recently released a 16-voice polyphonic soft synth to explore multi-dimensional sound design and performance. What's it called? Moog recently released a 16-voice polyphonic soft synth to explore multi-dimensional sound design and performance. What is it called? Okay, I'm going to go demi-Christmas for a moment here, and we'll come up to question 7 in round 1. Sequential released their Take 5 synth in September. How many voices does it have? Some of these are harder than the others, but don't worry, there's plenty more. Question 7, Sequential released their Take 5 synth in September. How many voices does it have? I think I'll go back to full-on Christmas. All right, question 8. The Waldorf M wavetable synthesizer was released in September this year. What classic Waldorf synth does it seek to build upon? That's question 8. The Waldorf M wavetable synthesizer was released in September this year. What classic Waldorf synth does it seek to build upon? I feel like I could probably auction beard wiggles. It's like Gus Honeybun, you know. Turn off the lights, Gus.
If you go to your mic, if you put your beard, does your beard go over or under your mic? Because that's the weird thing about Snapchat. Because my mic disappears under my beard. There you go.
But if we do this, that's good. Right, right. Question 9, nearly there. Question 9, round 1. Reason Studios released Algorithm, an FM synthesizer for Reason in February. How many operators is it capable of having?
I think we might have missed 8.
Did we miss 8? No, we did the Waldorf wavetable. Okay. Question 9. Reason Studios released Algorithm, an FM synthesizer for Reason in February. How many operators is it capable of having? Okay. And question 10, I do beg your pardon. Steinway released their 600,000th piano this year. What was it called? I do recall it was extremely expensive, and I think we featured it on, certainly in a news item.
I think Howard's getting one.
Good grief. Steinway released their 600th piano this year. What was it called? Okay, that's the first round under my hood. How are we doing? So I'm keeping an eye on the chats. Who needs any questions repeated? We'll do that
the first 3, because I had to go to for the courier man.
Run through them all really fast.
Okay, very quickly. All right, okay. Question 1. In September, Arturia released their remake of Classic 3 Oscillator Crosswave Synth. What was the name of the original? That's question 1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Question 2. Which month was the Boss RC505 originally announced? There's one there. Question 3. In January, Korg released an edgy, expansive and easy-to-use wavetable synthesizer. What was it called? Question 4. Sonic Potions and Erica Synth combined to release a drum machine in July this year. What was that called?
Okay, and question 5. What was that one?
Question 5. Novation Circuit Tracks was released in which month? Okay, I think that's everybody done. Right, okay.
Can you give us a 7 then, please? Because I missed a 7, sorry.
Yeah, no, certainly. 7. Sequential released their Take 5 synth in September. How many voices does it have?
Got it. I see what I've done. Thank you.
Yeah, it's easily done. I mean, we've all been there. Nothing
Not that
worse
I got the answer, but...
I'm sure you must have done. Zoom Gang there. How are we doing, Zoom Gang? Is there a... feeling confident so far?
I'm
just trying to fill in the amount of boats. Hang on, click the boats.
Boats? What?
To verify it.
Oh, God.
Oh, you can't submit without a thing.
Oh, that's annoying. That's new. Sorry. That's...
Oh, you must be a hacker, because mine went straight through.
Yeah, it's you're not trustworthy. It's the log4j thing that everybody's freaking out about. Right, okay. So how's everybody in the YouTube and the IRC? Some people are really saying they were hard. Some of them are hard. Some of them indeed are hard. Let's see how we're doing. I'll just have a quick look to see how many round 1 questions we've got in.
I'm getting mine. Oh.
Okay, so they're coming. That was fast paced, was it? Did we go a bit too fast? Am I kind of? It's quite possible that I'm spending a little bit too much time.
There's some old fogies in the thing here. They just got to keep up.
I don't really know how to respond to that. I can't possibly comment. But Dom, that really looks like it's actually part of your body. That is so weird. That is incredibly. It's even better because I've got glasses and glasses, which is a bit weird. So I've got hat and hat. So I'm a bit meta.
Ah, fantastic.
Double hat, but yeah,
double hat
stuff. So you'll be pleased to know that's what I'm actually using for the power of my AI cores on my new M1 Mac are being used for this essentially. Yeah, but to be honest, the last time this would have happened, I would have had there would have been a whole ton of fan noise from me. I wouldn't have been able to do this on my previous computer. It just wouldn't have been able to cope with it. It would just go, and this isn't even warm. It's just like, yeah, whatever. In fact, I can show
Nick,
you.
the questions are only too fast if it doesn't allow people to look up the answers on the internet.
That's probably so. Yeah, that's me. Who wants to see my calls?
That's no fun.
Here are my cores. Look at that. Hardly anything going. Well, there's two really maxed out, but that's as far as I've gone.
It's well worth £1,000 graphics card just for the beard, to be honest.
I think you're right. I'm actually. I concur. In fact, I'm going to go back to it. In fact, I think what we're going to do at this point is just while people finish off their entries, because we should get a few more. I would have thought we'd had a few more entries. Maybe people aren't feeling very quizzy. I don't know what to say. I'm going to crack open the bubbly, and I thoroughly recommend that other people do it. Has anybody got a drink with them at the moment?
That's a good idea. I have to go downstairs.
Rich, what's your tipple of the day?
Let's see if the mic's open. Yes. My tipple of the day is Balvenie Caribbean cask Scotch whiskey that's been aged in rum casks.
Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds
14,
nice.
14 years old.
Nice one. Oh, and I could see Dom's drinking something. I don't know what it is.
It's the water. I drank so much in my youth alongside various other pop stars and people that I work with that I've drunk enough for my entire life, to be honest. So I'm teetotal now.
Oh, well, that's good for you. That's what about Dave? You got anything on the go? Henny's dry cider. Froome Valley from round here. Robbie, got anything on the go?
I've only got, at least it's red. I've got a can of Coke.
Hey, how very Christmassy. Well, I'm going to do a live unboxing. Now, this could go very wrong, obviously. I'm going to make sure that I don't actually end up with...
Anybody got a sound effect ready?
Can you keep...
Hold on. Ready? Here we go.
Keep your box shut.
I'll get back to that Mac.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Ready? There we go. It popped.
Hey.
So now I'm just going to pour... Thank you very much, everybody. I want to take this point to say thank you to all our viewers and all of the people who watch week on week, and all our panelists. Cheers to you all. I'll pour one for Andy as well, because I think he's probably going to need one too, because there's only round one. How are we doing on rounds? Yeah, there's a few more coming in. Anybody else need the questions, or are some people going to be doing some other things like right? Okay. So I'm going to go on to round two, and then we'll have a bit of feel and we'll have a bit of chit chat, because I'm speeding through them. I mean, I'm actually, I'm amazing myself at how fast we're doing, but that's just the way it is. Right. So round two, we've got a special button.
Let me just find the link. Hang on to round two. Hang on a second. Here's the link to round two. Cool.
I can press the. Let's see. Is that the round two? Round two questions.
Re-enter the credentials too in Google.
Yeah, unfortunately you do. That's
just so you know.
What can I say? Right. Okay. So let's see. Round two, question one. Okay. This is what is this one? This one is it's albums and singles, isn't it? That's right. Let me get back to my main sheet. Round two, question one. Okay. Leftism, the debut studio album by English electronic duo Left Field was released in which year? Very big album. I don't know how far it stretched around the world, but I think it was used on a lot of international TV stuff, and there's a heck of a lot of things going on there.
That amazing advert with the horses as well. The Guinness advert, the horses.
Oh,
that was
that was Underworld. that was Underworld. Dun 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 dun. That's Underworld, I think. Isn't that right, Dave?
No.
No, they did Born Slippy.
It wasn't Underworld.
Underworld did the Born Slippy one.
Oh, was that?
It's Left Field.
I'm so.
I thought it was Left Field.
I can only apologise at my general ignorance, but I do beg your pardon. I am. What can I say? You're right, Gaz. Actually, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Yes, very well spotted, Gaz. Excellent.
What is the actual question, though?
Oh, yeah.
It's the beginning of it.
The question is, Leftism,
Robbie,
the debut studio album by English electronic duo Left Field was released in which year?
Okay. Oh, which year? God. Oh, dear.
Right, okay. Question 2. Which part of Jean-Michel Jarre's Oxygen was the biggest hit?
Oh, God.
Question 2. Which part of Jean-Michel Jarre's Oxygen was the biggest hit? Midier has been going for the jugular on some of these. Some of these are hard. I think there are multiple parts, and there are sort of part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever they are. But
I don't have a clue.
Well, that's fine. Then you won't be getting it right unless you guess.
I got a clue.
No cheating, Robbie.
Okay. Question number 3. Question number 3. What was the debut studio album released by 1995 British music producer, DJ and artist Goldie? It had gold teeth or grills, big grills, massive. It was it was a really international hit, drum and bass. It was like the first commercial drum and bass record.
It was.
I was going to sing it, but then that would be the name of the actual album, so I'm not going to say that. So yeah, round 2, question 3. What was the debut studio album released in 1995 by British music producer, DJ and artist Goldie?
Don't get confused then, Nick.
Sorry?
Don't get confused with another artist.
Okay, I'll try not to. I can't take myself seriously. In fact, I can't take my eyes off my own beard, which is... there's probably a word for that, isn't there? There's probably some kind of affliction. Right, okay.
Goldie and Goldfrapp.
Bookham or something.
Goldie and Goldfrapp.
Yeah, that's true. All right, question 4. Round 2, question 4. Which film theme, originally composed by Edwin Astley, did Orbital release as a single in 1997? Which film theme, originally composed by Edwin Astley, did Orbital release as a single in 1997?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Right, this one should get all of you synth juices going. This is ready. Question 5. What instrument features in the 1962 single Telstar by the Tornadoes? What instrument features in the 1962 single Telstar by the Tornadoes? Do 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 do. I think it's something like that. Although I'm not sure my voice is even good enough for Shazam, so maybe you shouldn't rely on that as some kind of clue. Okay, question 6. Round 2, question 6. Which was released first? Brian Eno's Another Green World or Kraftwerk's Autobahn?
You finally found one that I know.
Which was released first? Brian Eno's Another Green World or Kraftwerk's Autobahn? This is tight, actually, I have to say.
Oh my goodness!
Round 7. Although I just want this is part of the new kind of some of the background work I've been doing. Is the lower third questions with a little holly sprig on the side there, particularly Christmassy. I think you'll find. Right, question 7, round 2. Unfinished Sympathy by Massive Attack was released in which year? Massive. It was massive, obviously, because it was Massive Attack. But also, for those who don't remember, the video was a tour de force because it was a single shot. It was filmed. It was Sarah Nelson, I think that's her name, walking around through the streets. I think it was LA, and it was a single shot, and it just followed her going round and round and round. Round two, question 7. Unfinished Sympathy by Massive Attack was released in which year? In fact, that whole album, Blue Lines, was basically there was an album called Acapellas Anonymous, which we also had at the time because we were doing stuff, and I'd say probably 4 of those tracks on that album were derived from that particular Acapellas Anonymous piece of vinyl.
It was. I have a tidbit here. It was filmed by an amazing guy called Bailey, who was going out with another amazing filmmaker called John Mabry at the time. And I was in a band with a lady called Kate Garner, who was in Hazy Fantasy. And Bailey tried to teach me to dance, and it's the funniest thing that you've ever seen. But I mean, Bailey is a guy, really, really amazing looking guy. There's a picture of a small baby in a man's arm, which was a massive poster around that times where it's just this beautiful baby. And it was, it was Bailey's arm. But yeah, I'm not a great dancer, and I actually had a dance lesson with Bailey, and it was just bonkers.
Nice.
Anyway, there you go. That's my claim to fame.
Nice bit of trivia. Okay, all right. So let's get on to that last couple of questions. Question 8, round 2. No, that's what I want. Who released the Mercury-nominated solo album Fur Wave this year? She's quite well known, shall we say, in electronic music. That I'll give you a clue, but that's it. Who released the Mercury-nominated solo album Fur Wave this year? Right, now we're getting on to some nerdy questions. If you answer these by the letters rather than typing in the titles of the tracks, it makes it a lot easier for the markers to deal with. Okay, so this is put these Prodigy singles in release order.
Ooh.
A, Poison. B, Girls. C, Charlie. D, Breathe. Put these Prodigy singles in release order. I'm guessing that's in ascending order. So the first to the last. A, Poison. B, Girls. C, Charlie. Charlie says. And D, Breathe. Okay,
That's
right.
4 questions.
Yeah, it kind of is. But you have to get it right to get a point.
Or whatever 4 factorial is. It's that many questions.
Do it one more time, Nick, please.
Yes, I can. One more time for that. Put these Prodigy singles in order of their release. A, Poison. B, Girls. C, Charlie. D, Breathe. And they're on the screen now. And we've got another one, which may be this is for maybe a different era, but it's nonetheless a very similar question. Depeche Mode singles in release order. Question 10. Put these Depeche Mode singles in release order. People Are People. A. Personal Jesus. B. Enjoy the Silence. C. D. Just Can't Get Enough. A. People Are People. B. Personal Jesus. C, Enjoy the Silence, and D, Just Can't Get Enough. And for both of those questions, you can just put them A, B, D, whatever it is that, rather than type the whole name in it because it makes it harder to mark. But, it makes it a little bit easier. So I'll do those 2 again because I think they're probably a little bit more cognitively difficult to handle because there's a lot of information in them. So question 9 again. Put these Prodigy singles in their release order. A, Poison. B, Girls. C, Charlie. D, Breathe. And question 10, put these Depeche Mode singles in release order. A, People Are People. B, Personal Jesus. C, Enjoy the Silence. D, Just Can't Get Enough. Tough questions, I think, but good work, Midiera. I'm just going to go to the Zoom audience. I'm just going to take, Andy, a little glass of fizz because I've got mine.
Why do I have to verify every time?
Hackers.
Bloody hell. It didn't accept that I knew what stairs were then.
You're just doing their work for them. The first picture is always something they do know, and the second
Fire
picture
hydrants.
is
It's
something
always
they don't know, right?
fire hydrants on traffic.
So all you're doing is identifying stuff on Google Maps for them, doing their work.
Nice.
So I guess we've got a little bit of fill time. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun with some topics. First one was because last week we did picks of the year from various people, and I know a couple of people did some. Whereas this year, so let's just go to that one. Let's just put go there. That marks it there. So pick of the year. So I think pick of the year, we haven't had one from Dave or Robbie or Rich. So this is just a sort of piece of equipment, a piece of software, maybe something that you just sort of, from this year that you think, yeah, that would be my synth or go-to thing. I hope I haven't surprised too many of you, because I did post this in the emails, but I realise everybody's a little bit... I don't want to put it on the spot. It's not like a kind of... anybody's going to get an Oscar or anything, but I'm just curious as to whether anybody had any picks of the year. Anybody from Robbie or Dave want to go? Okay, Rob, okay.
Mine was definitely the Super 6.
Ah, okay, Super 6, the Udo Audio Super 6.
Yeah, love it.
Good shout. Okay, and have you got the... that's behind you, isn't it?
It's behind me. Although I'm thinking about changing it for the desktop one, because I really don't have room for another keyboard in here. So I have a feeling that Howard might have this from me, and I might get a desktop one.
Excellent. Well, the desktop does look pretty nice, and it's also got the Visa mount, which I think is a bit of genius, actually, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, really neat. Gaz, you've got one as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
you haven't got the desktop though.
No, I got the keyboard version, and I have to say that new update that came out a few weeks ago has just really lifted it up so much. I mean, it's got the high resolution modes now, a bunch of adjustments to the way the arpeggiator works, and a few other things as well. But it's just actually the high resolution faders also applies to the aftertouch as well, so the aftertouch feels so much better. I think it's it's taking it up a notch, well, several notches, I think.
Yeah, nice. I'm trying to think. Somebody did. I forget her name now. She did a brilliant demo of it. Was it Heather? Gosh, I've forgotten her name. I should have. I was on the spot. I can't remember. She's Bristol based. We've been trying to get her to do an interview, but she's working on an album for a long period of time, and sort of waiting until that's come to fruition before she goes. Anybody? Dave, have you got a pick? Ah, okay. Is that your pick? Let's have a look then. So you could speak.
I think so.
So
if I can't choose one of my own, if I can't choose OBE, for example,
well,
I'll pick that. That just turned up today. So thank you very much, Mike.
Synth Gems 1 as well. So there's going to be more volumes. Gaz, you did an interview with Hans, didn't you? And was it Mike as well?
Mike Metley.
Mike Metley,
yeah.
Okay.
The author, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Very chatty guy.
Yeah. Show us some pages, Dave. Let's see some of this beautiful...
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
I helped him out on the Oscar stuff, so I'm going to check whether I'm credited, and if not, then he'll be receiving death threats over Christmas.
Oh.
But in a festive way.
In a festive way. Maybe just coal in the socks, I think. Isn't that more... that's a bit more kind of traditionally...
Yeah, around the
Christmas.
head. Whacking around the head with coal down the top.
No,
I'll tell you what,
I don't know, maybe...
If somebody hit you with this,
wrapped in a newspaper.
It would hurt.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Rich, have you got anything from this year that's kind of floating your boat that you've discovered or bought or kind of just gone, you know what, that is... Maybe you haven't got it yet, but you really want it.
No, I do have it, and it's OBE.
Ah. Oh.
And no, this wasn't prearranged.
No, I can attest it wasn't. Well, not by me anyway.
Thanks, Rich. Five coming your way.
Thank you, Dave.
No beatings for you over Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I was thinking before, what you do is you send the guy a fish wrapped in a newspaper. Sleeps with the fishes and all that.
Yeah.
Like The Godfather.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a little bit challenging. I know. I
probably smells quite nice after it's made the journey across the Atlantic as be
sure. It'd be delightful.
Wrap it well. A lot of newspaper.
You could probably, actually, if you were going to make a fine art of it, you could use some kind of biodegradable plastic that would only emit after a certain amount of time in transit. So by the time it had got, if it was that kind of degradable, so it had finally just spilled its payload, shall we say, by the time it reached you, if you get something like a timed fuse, like a second class
you
fuse.
thought about this a lot, haven't you?
Well, only recently. I mean, if I'm honest, in fact only today. That's the way I roll. I don't know if
Spirit of the season.
I've actually managed to I've managed to kind of do most of my Christmas stuff already. I'm actually rather smugly prepared so far. Anyway, speaking of which, I want to say also big thank you to our friends over at Isotope, and I think this might be the last time we're going to hear from Prince Charles Alexander and the Isotope Music Producers Club. But thank you to them for their continued support of the podcast. And here's a little message from them now.
Isotope Producers Club is a one-of-a-kind membership for producers ready to take their tracks to the next level. Once you join, you'll gain access to powerhouse Isotope plugins and a curated selection of tools from our partners, such as Melodies from Celemony. Plus, as long as you're a member, you'll get every future update to the Isotope plugins in your membership for no extra cost. We'll also regularly serve you new curated content like exclusive inspiration-sparking sample packs and preset packs, and industry-leading training ranging from our own tutorials to vocal production lessons from the world-renowned Berklee Online, taught by Grammy-winning producer and engineer Prince Charles Alexander. With new content being added every month full of valuable production techniques, tips and tricks, and solutions to common production problems, becoming a member is an investment in your career that grows as you and your career do. For more information on Isotope Producers Club, head to isotope.com.
Nice accompaniment there, Rich. Excellently jammed out there. What sound did you choose, and what key was that in? I've never tested myself. You'll be able to.
It's an E flat, and that's just the Rhodes, the default Rhodes that I use here on the keyboard. This wonderful Roland keyboard I got this year. You see, for me, the purchase of the year was this thing.
Oh, which one was it?
This year's. It's an FP60, and it's an old product at this point, but it's got the keyboard that I love, that I play on stage, the actual key bed that makes me feel happy and want to play. And so that's why.
Nice. That's and a very valid point, because often keybeds are often sort of forgotten about, because for so many people who maybe aren't players but are more electronic music people who kind of like work in patterns and just not playing for long periods of time, you kind of forget how inspiring a decent feeling keyboard can be. So yes. Good. FP60. Yeah. Nice little answer.
I don't forget.
No, it's easy to remember that one. And of course, I forgot to mention, if you want to get some discount and love, if you go over to isotope.com/Sonictalk and use the code Sonic10, you can save yourself an additional 10% on even the deals that are running now, although not on the subscriptions or any hardware. But it's worth checking out if you want to save yourself a little bit of extra cash. Say thank you very much to whoever that was. Thank you very much, Wagay. Farewell, sweet prince. That's, of course, an homage to Prince Charles. I'm just saying this year, because this is the last show of the year. I don't know if he might be back next year. I'm not saying he's done with us. I'm just saying this is the last time you're going to hear the immortal phrase Prince Charles Alexander, Grammy award winning, on this show. But okay, I think I'll just double check, but I think we could possibly do some answers. Is everybody ready for some answers?
Totally. I've got a feeling Gaz has frozen. He might have disappeared, but I'm sure he'll catch up.
Have I frozen?
Yeah, you have. That's interesting.
If you can hear us,
okay.
it's okay.
I can hear you, but you have frozen. Yeah. Let's see if we can get that back. Are we okay? Sir? We're okay. So, okay. I must say, a little lighter on the entries this year, but that's all right. It's all jolly good fun. So let's get into some answers. Right, so this is where I need to press the right buttons, because I'm obviously just not. Right, that's that one. So where's my answer? So round one answers. Okay, go. Standing by, everybody. Round one answers. Here they come. Right, the question. Maybe I need to go back to round one so I can just bring the questions up. Which would be. There we go. Okay, so round Question one. Yeah, in September, Arturia released a classic remake of what classic 3-oscillator crosswave synth? The answer is... Anybody in the panel got that?
SQ80?
Yeah.
SQ80.
Yeah,
Yes.
SQ80
Very
and
good.
Sonic
The answer,
SQ80.
Sonic SQ80 is the answer. Round one, question one.
At the SQ1.
Unlucky, Gaz. Sorry to hear that. That's the way it goes sometimes. Right, question two. Which month was the Boss RC505 Mark II officially announced? Anybody know?
September?
I guess
That's what I
September.
I guess September too. That's funny.
It was, in fact...
Well, if three of us, it must have been September. We override the real answer.
Well, maybe, yeah.
In this world, it is.
I'm just trying to find... It was, in fact, October.
Roland have been doing like September releases, haven't they?
They have, but I look back because we initially had October put down, but when I look back, all the press releases that came out were all in October, so the official announcement was in October. But it was actually announced in April or teased in April, but not officially. It was just sort of mentioned. So it's a bit of a trick question, and I do apologise, but that's the nature of these tricksy quizzes. That's just the way it goes. Right, question number 3. I guess that button. Korg released in January an edgy, expansive, and easy to use wavetable synthesizer. What was it called? Anybody?
The Wave State.
Modwave. Modwave is the right answer. Robbie.
Bollock.
Bronnimann, Bristol.
One line.
Yeah,
I got that.
So that's Modwave.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Sonic Potions and Erica Synth combined to release a drum machine in July this year. What was it?
The LX.
LXR2, I think.
The LXR2. Yeah.
Correct. The LXR2 is the LXR-02, and any combination of those numbers and figures are fine. In fact, we reviewed it, which is why there's a clue, I suppose, in the title a little bit. Okay, right. So back to here. Question 3. Sorry, Potion, is that question 4? Sorry, that's 4. Question 5. Novation Circuit Tracks was released in which month?
I said April.
May.
I said February.
May.
Did you? Bronnimann, Bristol. February is
I got
correct.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, get in there.
So
I'm all wrong so far.
yeah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Novation
well,
Circuit
it.
Track was
And you
released
were cheating as well.
that's question 5 in February.
Can't read.
Funny, I said March.
Okay, right. Next, Moog, I beg your pardon. Question 6. Moog recently released a 16-voice polyphonic soft synth to explore.
Yes.
What was it called? Williams, Bristol.
Animoog Z.
Yes.
Or Animoog Z. Animoog Z, I guess.
Say Z.
Animoog Z. No, Animoog Z or
no.
Animoog Z.
Z. Yes, that's...
I always call it
Animoog Z.
the Animoog for
Animoog.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Animoog Z or Animoog Z, Animoog, yeah, whatever. I don't know which one round it is. Back to here. Okay, next question. Question 7. Sequential released a Take 5 synth in September. How many voices does it have? I think everybody's going to get this. Rich, I believe you might have the answer. Take a guess.
The answer is 5, but that's not what I put down.
Oh. No. No. What happened?
Oh, come on.
What's been going on?
I thought that was too obvious, and so I guessed some absurdly large number.
Whoa. Well, I suppose you could think of a trick question. I'm going to take
For a
trick
company
that
that
one.
called it the Profit 5, I should have guessed properly, but whatever. I was just playing around at that point because I had missed the first 8 questions already, or whatever it was.
Okay. All right. So next question. Question 8. The Waldorf M wavetable synthesizer was released in September this year. What classic Waldorf synth does it seek to build upon?
This is ambiguous.
Is it?
Yeah, I put the microwave
It could be
XT.
two.
I put
You
the
have an
XT,
objection.
microwave XT.
Yeah, it's
We
the
have an
XT,
objection.
I'd say.
Okay. Well,
I don't
I
even know the
Microwave.
answer yet.
okay. Well, what I have written in front of me is microwave. So XT or
I thought
microwave.
CPG
We'll
as
accept
well.
both. Rich is arms akimbo. Yes. It's
Go on.
It's got one. Excellent. Good work. Nicely done. Okay. Let's see. What's question 9? Reason Studios released Algorithm, an FM synthesizer for Reason in February. How many operators is it capable of having?
No idea.
Question number.
Again, I guessed a giant number.
Same as the question
32.
This is question
9.
number 9. Yes. Same as the question number. Correct, Robbie. Yes, you got that.
Yes, in there.
Dave, how are you doing on these?
Wow.
I'm very, very, very bad.
So theirs goes to 11.
Right. Okay.
In other words, whereas the Yamaha had 8, what was it, 6 or 8?
Okay. I'm just giving a little beard shake for the question 10 answer. Okay, question 10, round 1. Steinway released their 600,000th piano this year. What was it called?
I got this. Sparky.
Susan.
No.
Fibonacci.
Yes.
What?
Dave
Fibonacci,
in there. Fibonacci. Yes. Fibonacci. There he is.
Wow.
Congratulations, Dave.
That's
That was
the only
your
one I think I got
question.
right.
Yeah, it kind of was so far by the looks of it, but that's fine. Okay, so that's the answers. Question. I'm just trying to see what's next in our round 2 answers. We go next because it gives people a bit of time for a bit of breakage. Okay, round 2 answers. Oops, let's go that. Round 2 answers. Okay. So round 2. Press that button. That's pretty good. Round 2, question 1. Leftism was released in what year?
I went 96.
95.
95, I put.
Let's have a look. 95 is correct. That's the correct answer. Question 1 is the right answer.
96.
Close. Which part of JMJ's Oxygen was the biggest hit?
4.
4 is right, Dave. Good call.
Yay!
So
I was listening to the trilogy, Oxygen trilogy. It goes up to about 18, I think, now parts or something. If you listen to it, I listened to it all today, the whole trilogy. Funnily enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what? I didn't even realise it was a number. I put Oxy.
G.
I mean,
Content.
I'm so dumb. So dumb.
Okay, right. Now, question 2. The answer to question 2. What was the debut studio album released in 1995 by British electronic music producer and DJ Goldie? Anyone?
Timeless.
Timeless is the correct answer.
Yes.
Yep. Timeless. Question 2. Question 3, round 2 is Timeless.
It sounds really dated, so that name's a little bit unfortunate.
It is, isn't it? It's like putting styles on keyboards, isn't it?
Well, imagine calling your album dated. I mean, that's just terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you should call your album.
Hey! Okay, right. Next question. Okay, next question or next answer. Which theme? Question 2, round 2, question 4. Which film theme, originally composed by Edwin Astley, did Orbital release as a single in 1997? Anybody?
Mission Impossible.
The Saint.
Oh, bollocks.
The Saint. That's question 4. Question 5. What instrument features in the 1962 single, you know what, Telstar by the Tornado? I'm pretty sure. Rich, you know this, don't you?
As the resident old guy, I feel some responsibility here. I don't actually know, but I guessed tremolo baritone guitar.
Oh, no.
The
answer
is clavioline.
Clavioline.
Oh, all right.
I knew it was
I thought it was a Univox. No.
No, apparently not. It's clavioline. Beg your pardon.
Univox in that year.
Okay, now here we go. Which was first? Brian Eno's Another Green World or Kraftwerk's Autobahn?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Rich said he knew this one at the time, so I'm going to come to Rich for this.
Autobahn.
Yep. That is in
By
fact,
a couple of years.
Actually, 1 year, according to
really?
Wikipedia, which, as we know, is
Okay.
largely unreliable. Autobahn 1974, Another Green World 1975. so different sonically as well. It's really amazing, isn't it? That there's a lot of.
I have all the artwork that came with it.
Nice. Okay.
It came with actual printed artwork in a folder and shit. It was cool.
Sweet. Okay. Question 7. Unfinished Sympathy by Massive Attack was released in which year?
91.
91.
Yeah,
Well, it must be
correct.
right.
You've all got that. So all take a drink or don't take a drink, whichever you feel like it. Right. Next one is who released the Mercury-nominated solo album Fur Wave this year?
I know.
Orange Peel.
Hannah Peel.
Yes, Hannah Peel is the
Yeah.
correct
Peel.
answer. Yeah. I think her brother's orange, actually. But she's known as Hannah.
He's very zesty.
That was a terrible pun. It wasn't even a pun. It was worse than yours, Robbie, and yours was it. You got yours in first. Okay.
She's a redhead, though. She is a redhead, so I think,
Thank you very much, Dom. Dom's in there with the sound effects. Brilliant. Okay, so last question. Question 9. Put these Prodigy singles in release order. Okay, so that was Poison, Girls, Charlie, and Breathe. Anybody get that?
What's the order?
CADB is correct.
Yeah, I've got that. Yes.
CADB. The answer is C. So Charlie, Poison, Breathe, and Girls is the order. Charlie, Poison, Breathe, and Girls. Okay, and another what order question. This is Depeche Mode.
5.
Put these Depeche Mode singles in release in order. So that's People Are People, Personal Jesus, Enjoy the Silence, Just Can't Get Enough.
DACB.
DABC.
Oh.
DABC.
DABC. Yep.
Yes!
Oh, nearly.
I got 2 right.
Well done, everybody.
Makes up for Jean-Michel Jarre.
Nicely done. Okay.
Oh dear, that was shocking.
Right.
And you got 6.
And that's it. So we're down. So now we can do our next round. Next round is basically is a YouTubers round. So we got a lot of our friends in to basically just sort of submit a question. Oh no, actually, what am I talking about? Now I get the opportunity to check the scores. I'm just going to have a look at the scores. So let's see what the scores are doing. Are we ready for the reveal? Dom, have you got like a sound effect we could do for a scores reveal? Have you got a prolonged press roll? That's good. Okay, ready? So the scores after 2 rounds are Solarcars 19, Palsrama 17, Porsa 16, Laura Reynolds 15, Edna's Disco Machine 14, Failed Muso 14, Wagyu 14, Slacking Wagyu, Weapons of Quizmas Destruction 13, Wet Lemons, Azzy Ahead, and Gaz, you're on the scoreboard, mate. You're on the scoreboard. Yes! Awesome. Yeah. Take up the excellent. No, Dom, you've got this thing down. I can see what's missing in my quiz stuff. Sound effects. If only I had a spare button. The problem is I haven't got any spare buttons on any of these devices.
If Ty was on, you'd have to do your own jingles.
Ty Unwin, Ty Unwin, Ty Unwin.
We got the lot.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Oh, what to say apart from thank you. That's awesome. Right. So yeah, now we're on to the quiz rounds of YouTubers. So I'm just going to pour myself a quick drink. So sit back. This might take a little bit longer because these rounds are some of them are long, some of them are short.
How do I get the link?
It's the link
at
should
the
be
end of the one you did.
It's the end of the one you just did. The link.
Yeah, I just closed it by accident in my disgust.
Ah. Damn. Okay, that's tricky because I haven't got any.
Paste it in.
Hold on, I can.
Well, I think if you just reopen, if you look in your history, it'll come back just the way you left it.
Okay.
I don't want to look in there.
Yeah, well, we don't want to look in there.
Well, is anybody else in the room?
Oh dear.
Why don't you share it with the class, Robbie?
The puns are thick and fast. I don't know. I feel like I should have some kind of other face to put on for.
It doesn't work.
Wagyu says he's pasted it in IRC if you're in
I'm
there.
locked out.
Hold on. I'm just trying to see. I might be able to find it for you.
Sorry.
God damn. How do these people survive?
I found a loophole in the whole thing.
So what you want? Well, sorry, what round is it? You want round 3?
Round 3. I can't find 3. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So now I need to. I'm just going to.
I won't close it this time.
Link.
Promise.
Copy. Okay. Hold on. I might have to reassess what this is all. So this needs to go. So round 3
Sorry,
questions.
viewers.
Round 3
I can
questions.
do some, hang on, some country music.
I've got something here. Right. Okay. Excellent work.
Yeehaw!
It's very Christmassy as well.
Are we ready?
And I'm just thinking also, almost everything, all that theme tune that I was telling you a little earlier that I was going to play, the dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, that almost goes with almost every piece of music I've just recently discovered. Just seems to like, you can play it over, so you can, much in the way that when Ty said, you know, can you Christmasize it, which was a title from a show maybe last year, where it's just basically put sleigh bells on it and it becomes a Christmas record. You could put that dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee over almost any tune and any time signature, and it becomes a Christmas record as well. Interesting fact, folks. Right, okay. Stand by. Question 1, round 3.
Okay. I can't do it then.
Oh, you not got it?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm putting it in the chat. I don't know how I get it to you.
I just don't know your email address.
Hold on.
Right.
Is there a link in?
Yeah, I'm just doing
Zoom?
it.
I don't have a direct path to you, Robbie.
Apologise for my over-exuberance.
Right, okay, so I'm going to...
Right with that.
So,
I'm
okay.
closing the window.
Are we ready? Round... have you got... Well, let me know when you've got it, Robbie. Have you got it yet?
You sending me a link, are you? By email?
Yes, I've just sent you a link. And it's going to be in... well, it's actually going to be...
Okay, right. Right, here we go.
Right, so this is the link that will be questions...
And we're in.
He's in.
Okay. Okay.
Hello to the Sonictalk crew and to everyone watching. I hope you're enjoying the quiz. And I wanted to ask a rather odd cryptic question, which is, what handy person friendly item is the basis of a circuit designed for removing harmonics from the input signal?
What the fuck? Sorry.
That question again. Which handy person friendly item is the basis of a circuit designed for removing harmonics from an input signal?
Okay, I think we've got that one. So here we now have Mr. Bob Eats, who's apparently from Sweden.
Hang on a second there, Nick.
What's that?
Just slow down a second.
You can't find it on Google.
Think about that.
Whoa.
No, I'm not Googling at all. I'm just trying to think of... all right, go ahead.
Rich actually types very firmly, so we would know if he was Googling. We could tell.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, should we ready for question 2?
Yeah, please. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hello there, Bo here from Bo Beats, and I have a question for you all. One of my favorite pieces of gear is, of course, the Electron Digitakt, or as you say, if you pronounce it a bit more Swedish, Digitakt, because takt actually means something in Swedish. But what? What does it actually mean? So, drop the answer somewhere, wherever you're supposed to drop that answer. What does takt, T-A-K-T, mean in Swedish, takt? So let us know, and thank you for having me, Sonicstate, and have a great day.
Excellent. That was thank you very much, but Mr. Bo Beats, and we've also got. Is everybody ready for question 3?
Can I just say something? Bo is teetering on hitting 100,000 subscribers. He's just a few. So if you could, fancy giving him a little subscribe, I think that would be really nice.
Right there.
Christmas
Got
present.
Bo Beats music right there. Yeah, get into 100k. Yeah. Awesome. That's it. And he'll get his thing.
Yeah, he's so close.
I wonder if they're still making them as quality as they were. It took us about 6 months to receive ours after reaching it. I guess they got to make sure that you don't have a load of subscribers leave immediately afterwards, and then they kind of blown it. Okay, next question is from Miss Georgie Ward, who we did an interview with. She's based in Bristol. She does I think she's based in London now, actually based in London. Does some great music over at St George's Centre. So here we go.
Hi Sonicstate, here is my question for your Christmas quiz. So, launching at the peak of disco in 1977, Studio 54 became world famous on the club circuit. Which current pop star recreated a modern take of this nightclub in a live stream concert in November last year? Bit of a long one, I will say it again for you all. So, launching at the peak of disco in 1977, Studio 54 became world famous on the club circuit. Which current pop star recreated a modern take of this nightclub as part of a live stream concert in November last year?
Okay, everybody get that one? I mean, the question. I mean, I don't mean the answer.
The question, not the answer.
That was number 3, right?
That was number 3. Okay, question number 4.
What unique thing did Chet Wood, an earlier programmer, encode into the Prophet 5 operating system? What unique thing did Chet Wood, an earlier programmer, encode into the Prophet 5 operating system?
And of course, that was Rachel Claudio, who we've done a couple of interviews with. Really, always good for a chat, actually. So last time we were talking about all sorts of really fascinating stuff. Brilliant singer, brilliant instrumentalist, based in Australia. Yes, so nice to have a submission from her as well. Okay, so that was question 3. Question 4 comes from Mr. Robbie.
Hang on a second. I'm on my 5th question right now.
Yeah.
Right, what's going on?
Okay, hold on. Sorry, beg your pardon. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're right. I do beg your pardon.
No worries. Very good.
Question 5 is from Robin Vincent from Molten Modular Music.
Hello, it's Robin from Molten Music Technology, and my question for you is, back in 1980, our lives were revolutionised by the arrival of the Fairlight and sampling, and no sound represented that more iconically than the orchestral hit.
It's called Orc 2.
Sometimes known as Orc 2, sometimes known as Orc 5. It appeared on the original floppy disks that came with the Fairlight, but my question is, where did it come from? What was sampled in order to create this classic sample? So, can you tell me where the Orc 2/Orc 5 Fairlight sample came from? And as a bonus question, can you tell me what the track is playing in the background? It's one of my favourite usages of the orchestral hit.
Robin really pushed the boat out there. Fantastic video. Bonus questions are kind of largely irrelevant because of our marking system is so inflexible that you can only have one answer. There's only 1 mark per question, but I'm sure you'll understand that. So thank you, Mr. Robin Vincent. That was question number 5. Okay, question 6 comes from none other than Mr. Richard Barbieri of Japan. Can't believe I got him to actually do one, although, well, you'll see. Here it comes.
Hi, Richard Barbieri here, making a short video for Sonicstate, wishing them and all their viewers a happy Christmas. There's a question for the quiz, but first, just a quick look around some of the stuff I have here. That's an interesting little thing there. Some outboard coming round. The new Prophet 5. Old Electro 6. Very nice SEO2. That's some of the outboard SEO2 going into the flashback, Dreadbox Nick.
The question comes at the end, I'd just like to point out.
We've got to be paying attention.
Yeah.
Volkers, star of the show.
Pay attention. The question's coming up in about 10 seconds.
10 minutes?
Old Prophet 5, original, 1982 or 83. Access virus, Vincent, access virus.
Here comes the question.
Now, the question is, on what synth do you find this control? That's it. Have a good Christmas.
So yeah, that was Richard Barbieri's question. Thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun getting these in. So yeah, this is a what question? This is another what knob? What knob does this belong to? Question, and this is from our friend Mr. Mylar Melodies over. He's up in the north of England.
Thanks, Nick. Mylar Melodies here, your favourite disembodied YouTube hand, with a question. My favourite game in all of synthesis is Spot the Knob. And so, with that in mind, can you spot the very unusual knob that I have in my studio? What does this belong to?
Yeah.
What does this knob belong to?
Yes, indeed. Challenging. I mean, that's it could be a, well, yeah, I don't know. I know, you'll have to see. Right, okay, so the next question is from the ever amazing Hainbach.
Hi, I'm Hainbach, and here's my question for you. What was the first commercially available drum machine with 16-step programming? What was the first commercially available drum machine with 16-step programming?
Yes, excellent. I'm so grateful to these people for doing this. It's been absolutely fantastic to get these in. And again, big thanks to MIDI Era, Chris, for putting this together and being so patient. And Andy, who's also marking this along with Chris. So, yeah, and all of you guys out there, panelists and whatnot. Right, so this is Red Means Recording.
Hi, Sonicstate. My name is Jeremy. I'm from Red Means Recording, and I have a question for you. But first, I just want to say thank you to all y'all at Sonicstate. I've learned so much from you. You're just a great part of the community, and I really, really appreciate all of you. Thanks for what you do, and happy holidays. So, the question in this season of consumption, we often get super caught up in the brand new hardware synth or module that's coming out. Obviously, I have, as you can see. But I think we quickly forget like what a revolution it was to have synthesizers in our computer for the first time. I'm talking about, of course, the VST standard, which now is ubiquitous that we sort of take for granted. So with that in mind, what was the first VST instrument that was ever released? Not the first VST effect, but the first VST instrument ever released. And bonus, what year did it come out? Thanks and good luck.
God, that's a challenger, isn't it? Because the VST plugins came out first, but the first instrument because it required MIDI communication, which was a different thing. So yeah, that's a great question. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Very much appreciated, and thanks for the kind words. Okay, next question, which is from Battery Operated Orchestra, who I'm surprised not to see them. Oh, my Zoom seems to have crashed. Just 1 second. I'm going to deal with that now. Not crashed, just My God, listen to them go. These bloody musicians, you can't leave them alone for a second. Fantastic, that was great. Yes, sorry about that. Zoom is back. It was just a notification that for some reason decides to make the Zoom window disappear. Brilliant. Okay, right, next question. Battery Operated Orchestra, who I'm sorry to see not in the audience. I know they were intending to, so I do hope everything's okay with them. So,
Merry Christmas, Sonicstate.
Merry Christmas.
And we have a question for you, don't we?
We do. Casio was founded in 1946. What was their first commercially successful invention? That question again. What was Casio's first commercially successful invention?
Right. In fact, there they are. So, all right, folks, emergency over. Boo Electric are in the chat. Thank you very much, Boo, for joining us there. In fact, I don't think I didn't do their thing. I was supposed to do that. That's what's supposed to happen. Then you get the link in the chat. I'm sorry, I was confused because of my Zoom moment. Okay, so that's round 3. Is there anybody need anything again before we move on to whatever happens next? I'm going to look in the chats. Anybody in the chat rooms? I'll leave it for a few secs. No. Let's have a look. I think that seems to be, we seem to be okay. Brilliant. Well, that's a success, I guess, or nobody cares. It's one of the two. I'll take success. I think that's the better idea. That's what I'm going to go for. Right. Let's see. So, what's next in my... Okay, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to fill. It says filler. So what was I going to do? So I thought it'd be fun to see kind of what... there's two topics here that are possible. One is... what Christmas break projects has anybody got? Is there anything that you're kind of thinking, I'm going to do this over Christmas? Well, I got a couple of days, I'm going to learn, you know, to play the nose flute, or I'm going to program my first plugin, or any of these kind of things. That's what I'm looking for. Some kind of, you know, just idea. Gaz, have you got, I know you're a man with plans generally. You've just done your first video, which will be out on the YouTube channel. Is it out now, or is it going to be out later today?
It's going to be out at 8 p.m. tonight. Well, am I up? Well, so it's all about modular for me at the moment, I'm afraid. And
no need to apologise. I think it's acceptable.
Well, I've got properly into it now. So that has been this thing where I've gone from sort of just kind of investigating it and pondering about it and not entirely sure to being like, I'm properly into it now. And
so you were just messing about before, were you? This is like now you're getting serious, right?
This is a lot to do with my friend Steve Davis, who I've been making music with, and he has been kind of influencing kind of my direction with modular, and we've been making like music together. And I think that I spent a bit of time with him, and when I came home, it put me. I felt I've been on a different path. So I'm going to be making a new series in the new year, which is going to be a little bit more like my Adventures in Eurorack series. Was very much first steps, and I kind of feel like I'm on the next step now. So, and one of the reasons for that is I got myself a little kind of case, a small 62 HP palette case, and the modules that have gone in there, I haven't changed it at all. So I'm really trying to leave that.
You're trying to learn it as a thing, doing that kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got you.
And that's been a big thing for me, really. And but I've now got another small case that I'm filling, and on it goes. But I was just really. Yeah, but yes, and I've got a 505 coming. I've ordered one. I bought one, so that's coming. So I'm really excited about that too. So those are the things in my world.
Excellent, Rich. I don't know. Are you? It almost feels like it's not like a New Year's resolution thing. I'm just wondering. You know, you're a busy guy. What do you do in downtime? Do you make creative space to do something kind of that furthers your creative vibe or creative thing? Have you got something planned for the Christmas break that you want to take a look at?
A couple of things come to mind. Excuse me. The first of them is I want to explore the new Console 1 software. Softtube has just released a pretty significant update to their Console 1 software and some of the structure of the thing, although not much. They haven't removed anything. They just added things. And so I want to get a little bit more deeply into that. The second thing I want to do is I want to spend some quality time at the actual piano, which I haven't been doing, and I kind of need to do. Both piano and guitar both need to get played more. I noticed that my fingers are getting soft when I play guitar, so I need to be playing more. That's the second thing. And the last thing is just something that's ruminating in my head that has to do with all these really, really creative young people I'm starting to get introduced to who do DAW-less hardware presentations of music with a lot of real-time, or in some cases, all real-time creative stuff. And as a performance medium, that really interests me. I don't know how it interests me or what I'm going to do with it yet, but I used to be really, really good at, people used to hire me to program drums for them on drum machines. So I'm pretty good with operating hardware systems, and it just hadn't occurred to me for a long time that maybe it was something to think about. So those are the three things that occupy me right now.
Wow, that's a busy. That sounds like you got a busy schedule. I hope you get more than like a day off, because that's plenty.
Well,
for getting on with.
I'm gonna. It's a long term.
Percolate.
Goals.
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying. And over here in Zoom, our Zoom gang, who have we got? Robbie, what are you planning on doing for your?
I just sent you a little picture to your email. You can share if you want. It's I've been building a little rig in my apartment away from the studio, because it was something that BT was saying to me about, it's nice to kind of get away from the office sometimes. The studio sometimes feels like the office. So I've kind of built a little rig that kind of overlooks the kind of view I've got of a lake at the back of my apartment, which hasn't got a computer, which is just for kind of just having ideas away from staring at the big screen. So I'm going to sort of spend some time investing in kind of learning some of those things.
Nice idea. Cool. It's interesting. Well, there seems to be a certain commonality to the theme, certainly with all three so far, kind of hardware-based music creation as part of that. And how about Dave? Have you got? I mean, I know you probably just going to say you want a holiday because I know you've been working flat out, and what with remote stuff and Zoom meetings and stuff, you just probably want to get away from bloody computers. Maybe go for walks or something. I don't know what's in your plans for Christmas break or whatever.
Cutaways. I'm doing another filmy thing. I can't tell you who it is, but I'm filming cutaways.
Ah, okay.
Throughout the entire Christmas period.
Wow. That's a very specific task.
There you go. Yeah. I figure I get some peace, and it'll be like, I can just kind of shut the door and get on with it.
Right, okay. And no Zoom meetings. I'm sorry that you had to be on Zoom today. I suddenly feel really guilty that I've actually forced you. You could have come in via our VMix, but for some reason, what my thinking was, Dave, was that because you were so used to Zoom, it would be a very easy thing for you to connect to and no hassle. But I do apologise that it's just yet another 2 hours of Zoom time for you.
No, that's fine. I know it on a basic level, but as we discussed during the test, I learnt 2 things about Zoom today anyway, so that's cool.
Right,
and that is
you can switch between. You can pin. Yeah, that's right. So we can pin. So I've got my Stream Deck. Okay, Dom, what are you going to get into?
Well, I've had such fun recently doing kind of various bits and pieces. So many bits and not really finishing anything. But I made friends with Steve at Conductive Labs, who made the Noodler, who just got in touch because he saw me making stuff with Juice and coding. And I've been chatting with him about our various kind of attempts to make Raspberry Pis and the Teensies and stuff run VSTs. So to take something like the incinerator and turn it into a real pedal, and how to do that, that's been really cool. So I've already kind of started what I'm meant to be doing over Christmas. There's new plugins coming out in January, so an updated version of Incinerator plus a bunch of other stuff that's hopefully towards the end of January will be ready to go. And I've been playing around with that thing I mentioned last time on Sonicstate, the Unreal Engine for real-time games, and literally making an environment in Unreal where you can go in and jam together. So it's really nice that Richard was mentioning about live jams and stuff, because it's another thing I've been following recently with all these people that have popped up on my stream on Sundays. A lot of them are out there just making jams, and they're really good, really, really good. So what you can't do is play together over the internet. I mean, actually, you and I tried, Nick, middle of last year with some of the stuff that was available, and it was a disaster because of the latency. So I kind of figure if I can play computer games with multiplayers in something like Unreal to kind of latency is so low, then I should be able to jam with someone. So I'm giving that a go as well. So loads of stuff, but never quite finishing anything. Usual stuff. I might get it done by next Christmas. Yeah.
I think the thing would be, it's more about don't move the audio, move the MIDI. If the MIDI goes across, then you're going to get a much better set of. Yeah,
you centralize the studio, and everyone talks into it, which is what's happening when you're playing Counter-Strike or something.
Yeah,
you're
much like what's
small
happening with
amounts
this.
of data.
Much like what's happening with Zoom here. It's the same kind of vibe, really.
Completely.
Interesting. Okay, right, we're going to get on to some answers, I believe, now. So round 3 answers, I'm going to start playing, because we've got a playlist for them. I've actually been... this is how together I am. So let's get on to round 3 answers. Right, I'm going to go back to my Santa mode. So we'll start with Divkid. So this is the answer to question 1.
And the answer, of course, is a ladder, that famous handy person thing we see them all walking around with. The transistor low-pass ladder filter, the classic filter designed by Bob Moog in the 60s. And it's said to be a ladder filter because of the array of transistors in the circuit lining up and looking like a ladder in the schematic.
Okay, and of course, next we've got Mr. Bo Beats, who asked the question, what does takt mean in digitakt in Swedish? So let's have... no, that's this button. Yes, I do beg your pardon. So I made a video. There was a slight misunderstanding, so I've made a video for him, which is the answer, which I'm quite proud of. I use Google Translate and everything.
Takt. Bo says takt means a rhythmic time division, but I will also accept speed, beats, or tempo of music.
So that's rhythmic division, beats or tempo is what takt means. That's the answer to question 2. Right. Question 3, which was from our friend Georgie Ward. The answer to question 3, which was which artist recreated Studio 54 for a live stream last year?
The answer is Dua Lipa and her Studio 2054 live stream concert. Happy Christmas!
Thanks, Georgie. So yes, the answer was Dua Lipa. Everybody get that? Anybody get that? Anybody get either of them? So how are we doing?
A bit of trivia.
Oh,
can I raise an... Sorry. Trivia, go for it.
No, I was going to say, my dad was a conceptual artist in New York, and he used to hang out at Studio 54 with Andy Warhol and all those people back in the day.
Wow.
Nice. That is
I would like to raise a potential protest, though, with question 1, because I would argue that a comb filter also does the same thing and is much more likely the kind of thing you would carry around as per the question.
Ah, but a handyman, they said.
Yeah, but why would a handyman use a comb?
To comb his hair.
He didn't even. There was not even a pause there. That was a brilliant comeback. But what if?
All right, I've lost anyway. I'm not precious about it. I'm doing so badly. I'll take that.
That was an excellent comeback, Dom. Full marks for that. You should get a bonus point anyway. Right. So we have Georgie, and next we've got Rachel Claudio.
What unique thing did Chet Wood, an earlier programmer, encode into the Prophet 5 operating system? Buddhist mantras.
This is actually really fascinating. I did not know this. This is apparently in the code he created a series of repetitious mantras that would kind of just make good karma. Every time you booted it up, it would just generate a load of mantras and a load of stuff. And it was a really interesting idea. I don't know if anybody know the answer to that. Did anybody get that? Was that not even Dave Spiers?
Nope.
Wow. The panel were beat. That's awesome. So yes, I thought that was a Chet Wood. Good on you, mate. That's a fascinating. Rachel's a very spiritual person, and that totally ties in with the sort of thing that she might be thinking about from day to day. And also, I would say, if you've missed it, the last interview I did with her is full of really interesting stuff about kind of what it feels like to make music, be creative, and insecurity, all the kind of, the sort of things that we do. So do check that out if you get the opportunity. Okay, so now we're down to Robin Vincent, who asked us where does Orc 2 or Orc 5, I think it was, where did that come from? And also, what was the music playing in the background? So let's just get the answer to that.
The answer is, of course, it's from the opening of the Infernal Dance from Stravinsky's Firebird, which is a record that Peter Vogel just seemed to have knocking about at the time. And the track,
Mezza 40.
Mezza 40, Garden Party.
That's cheese. That is really cheesy. That is really cheesy. We will accept, obviously, Firebird. I don't know. I'll leave it to the markers whether they decide it's Stravinsky was okay, but I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Nice.
So well done, Robbie. I think you got that, right?
I did. I got that one, yeah.
Nice one. Anybody else get it? Hands up. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, everybody. Dave and Dom. Okay. Right. Rich? No. Well, of course, you were a Synclavier guy, so, you know, different tribe.
Later I was, but yeah, that's not why.
I know. Just all right. I'm just trying to make it better somehow. You know, I was too busy. I was too busy on the Synclavier.
I'm not bothered by the whole failure thing here.
Thank goodness none of us are, because
SK1 guy.
SK1, yeah. That's
there you go.
Wasn't there was an SK1 in Richard Barbieri's question, wasn't there?
Which is coming up.
Yeah.
Which is coming up. Yeah. Is that next? Yes. Okay. This is. I had to make. Well, I didn't get an answer. So I'm afraid all I've done is basically made a video. So the question was, what is this knob? Which was, I think it was called doubling. So let's see. There it is. So what is it? That looks like a Moog Micro Moog to me. A Moog Micro Moog.
And there
doubling.
Wow.
It's the oscillator setting. I don't think I've ever played with. You recognise the font? Yeah. Did you get that, Dave?
No. It's like Rich got it, I think.
Rich. Nice. Take a drink or something.
I got Moog. Does that get half a point?
Well, it's not possible to do half points, it's up to you. Might have been marked. I mean, Moog's fairly. I mean, how many synths have Moog actually released?
Oh.
I mean, this is, I don't know the answer.
That's another quiz question.
Yeah, yeah. That was. I couldn't think of that one. I don't know. I don't know the answer. A lot. So
how do you count the modulars? Let me count the ways.
It's a bit too general. Yeah. Okay. Next answer is from. I don't know who this is from because it's a black screen.
The answer, of course, is the Vector-tastic Yamaha TG33. Well done to anyone who got that.
And I guess the question is, did anyone get that? No. That's a big fat. I got it, but then I knew the answer because. But I don't count, obviously. Okay, I have to say the Prosecco is kicking in now. Anything could happen. Okay, so next answer is Mr. Hainbach. Hainbach wanted to know what was the first. Let's see. What was the first commercially available drum machine with 16-step programming? So, does anybody know this before I answer? Before I press the answer?
Is it the CR78?
I don't think you could program that, could you?
No.
Saw it.
No, you couldn't.
No.
I actually put 808.
I guessed DMX Oberheim.
Okay. Well, both wrong. Italian. Think Italian.
Echo.
Oops. Both, yeah.
The answer is the beautifully retro-futuristic Echo computer rhythm
that is
from Italy.
Yeah, he did a video on it. I forgot that.
First
That
in
is so
1972.
I've never seen it either.
No, it's a beautiful thing there. In fact, I'm just going to play that again because I want to see it again because it's.
I've never seen one of those.
The answer
Look,
is
he's done a video on it.
Beautifully retro-futuristic Echo computer rhythm from Italy.
That
it was
is
produced
so
first
beautiful.
in 1972.
Wow. Martin Taylor puts in the chat room 2-bar latency. That's a brilliant. That's pretty good. Speaking of latency, or rather 2-bar latency, hasn't Tim Gaz, you know, Exile. They've released the desktop version of Endless, haven't they?
And Endless is now free as well. So.
And they've gotten down to 2-bar latency?
Less, possibly. One.
I'm joking. Even. Forgive me, Tim.
That's on my list. Actually, I should come back. That's on my list of things to do over Christmas. One of the things that we've developed, which I'm quite excited about talking about, we've basically. The world's using these kind of A10 video switches, which are you can control them over IP, so you have an Ethernet cable. And what I figured out is, I bought this little router thing that is just you stick it in the case, and it's got a VPN, which is a virtual private network client on it. So we can take this case and put it inside anybody's building, anybody's house, anybody's place that's got an Ethernet cable. They can plug it in, connect all the cameras up, and we can control the video switcher from where we are here, like I'm here. So we could be having a chat, they could do a gig, and we just go point the cameras in the right direction. You don't have to worry about switching, just perform. That's all you need to worry about. Give us an audio feed, and then we will control the switching. So next year, we're hoping to be able to send that to a few people so that they can then do a little bit of a gig. We're going to try it with the battery-operated orchestra. So because one of the problems they've had is like, we'd love to do it, but who switches the video? We haven't got time. We're playing. So that solves the problem of anybody who wants to maybe get involved in that. Certainly in the UK, we might be able to get a US rig together. So we can actually just VPN directly into it and have it and control it, and they would just turn up like a camera, like one of you guys, but we would just choose which shot was at any time. So that's what I'm going to do.
Nice.
Yes, what's next in the list of things? I must stop drinking because I'm starting to
Question
lose.
9, round 3.
Question 9, round 3. People want a repeat.
First VST, I think it was. No, these were.
Oh yeah, sorry, we haven't finished. I told you I should have stopped. All right, here we go. Standing by. Question 9, round 3. Answer.
The first VST instrument that was ever released was Neon by Steinberg in 1999. It came with Cubase. It came with Cubase 3.7. Up until that point, the VST standard did not support sending MIDI data to plugins. So we had some effects that had been released in a previous version of Cubase, but Neon in 1999 was the first VST instrument. And boy, it's a looker. It's real nice. Anyways, I hope you got it right. I'm pretty sure you did. And thanks again. Happy holidays, and y'all take care. Bye.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. I don't know how many of us got that right, but I should probably move on. I've just realised I've been babbling, and I thought that this year, I would make it really snappy, and there'd be no technical issues, but I've just let it slide. I've let myself go. I feel very disappointed. Right, so this is question. What's the answer? This is question 9, I believe, isn't it?
No, that was 9.
This is question 10.
9, so we need 10.
Let's retake. Okay, 3, 2, 1. This is question 10.
Merry Christmas, Sonicstate.
Merry Christmas.
And we have a question for you.
No.
Don't we?
We do. Casio was founded in 1946.
Is that really?
What was their first commercially successful invention? That question again. What was Casio's first?
That's the question, obviously. This may be the answer, if I've got it right.
Hello again. We asked you what was Casio's first commercially successful invention, and the answer was a mechanical calculator.
Yes.
Oh, the calculator.
Okay, so it
electronic.
was
it's not.
Sort of electronic nose flute.
No, it wasn't musical. Their first successful invention was the Yubiwa pipe, a special ring with an attachment for holding your cigarette, so that you could continue smoking while working without having to use your hands.
What?
Genius. Right? Here's a picture.
Genius. Oh look!
Oh my God!
Got a golden bat written on it.
Only the best.
Genius. Thank you so much, Boo. That was brilliant. That was Bridget and Chris. Very game individuals. Yeah, brilliant. Who knew? Who knew? I mean, 1946 or 47 it was, wasn't it? So I suppose it's no surprise. Okay, we should probably crack on because I've like I said, I've been babbling. So let's get into round 4 questions. So I'll put that here. So round 4. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go back to Santa mode just because I should, I guess.
Eyes down.
Eyes down for a full house or an empty vessel. Okay, Remedy was the highest ranking chart for Victoria Hesketh, who is also known by what name? She has featured on a couple of things that we've done here, but it might be a tricky one. So Remedy was the highest ranking chart hit for Victoria Hesketh, who is otherwise known by what name? I guess we're asking for what name does she perform under? That's her real name, and what's her performance name? Okay, question 2. This should be easy. The producer Adam Tinley is better known by what stage name? If Mark were here, he would know this, I'm pretty sure. The producer Adam Tinley is better known by what stage name? And all the best to you, Mark. I know you're not with us, but our thoughts are with you. Have a lovely and, just have a good Christmas and New Year. All the best to you, mate. Okay, question number 3. Okay, Prince penned the Bangles song Manic Monday under which pseudonym? Prince penned the Bangles song Manic Monday under which pseudonym? Question 4. Which artist released a new version of their Red album this year in response to the changed ownership of the masters of her first 6 studio albums? Question number 4. Which artist released a new version of their Red album this year in response to the changed ownership of the masters to her first 6 studio albums? That gets a beard shake. Anna. Okay, question number 5.
Number 6.
No, question number 4.
No, it's
question
fine.
number 5. This is question number 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go back for you, Rich. Don't worry.
I made one up.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Who created the 1999 hit single "You Don't Know Me" featuring drums sample from JD's "Plastic Dreams"? And this is, I fully agree. This is obscure. Question number 5. Who created the 1999 hit single "You Don't Know Me" featuring drum sample from JD's "Plastic Dreams"? Okay, question number 6. The Sugar Babes sampled a hit record. Yeah. Which hit record, artist and track from their for their song "Freak Like Me"? The Sugar Babes sampled which hit record, artist and track on their song "Freak Like Me"? And I know this is an international hit. I looked it up. It did make the Billboard Hot 100. In fact, I think it was top 5.
I had a track on that album.
Nice. Well, there you go. You probably know the answer then, Robbie, I'm guessing.
Nice.
I would hope so.
Not that one.
Shame you didn't write that one, but that's a shame.
Shame, innit?
Yeah. Damn. So close. Right. Question number 7. Aphex Twin released the Rush Up Edge EP under which pseudonym? Aphex Twin released the Rush Up Edge EP under which pseudonym? Okay, this is one that I contributed, but I will just pass it on. Okay, 2 people share Nick's surname in a seminal 80s band. Who are they? And we're looking for both names. 2 people, this is question 8, share Nick's surname in a seminal 80s band. Who are they? Okay. Flat Eric features in which track by Mr. Ozio? If you remember, Flat Eric was like a puppet. He was like, and he did a kind of do, and he dun. Again, I'm not going to get any Shazam results from my attempt at that, but question 9. Question 9, Flat Eric features in which track by Mr. Oizo?
Oh, yeah, what is that track?
I can't remember what it's called. It was a Levi advert as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Levi advert. Yeah, that's very true. So hence international. Okay, this again is one I would never get. So I fully expect it to be a low result answer, but nonetheless, here it is. Naomi Arlene McLean Daly is the name of which explosive singer, rapper, producer, and songwriter? It's question 10. Naomi Arlene McLean Daly is the name of which explosive singer, rapper, producer, and songwriter? I'm going back to demi-Christmas mode now, just because... Oh, I seem to have run out of drink. Anybody? How was that for everybody? Feels like that was a tough one. I mean, even as I was saying them myself, I thought these are difficult.
Rubbish.
Rubbish?
Yeah. Can we go through the first few questions again so I can figure out which one I made up?
Does anyone actually? But before I go there, does anybody need any of those repeating?
Yeah, the first 4 or 5.
Yeah, apart from Rich. I mean, just so.
How about the last 4 or 5? I'll take anything I can get.
Dom, have you got the? Can you give us the tish, please?
Stand by.
Thank you.
Dear.
Oh dear.
The first one was the name of somebody. The second one was Tinley's brother.
Thank you very much. Okay, right, let's go.
I see where I missed it. Yeah, never mind. I got it.
You split the name across two questions.
Anybody?
No, I skipped 3 somehow. I got it now. And I got 4 wrong anyway, but whatever.
4 and 5. Question 1. Okay, question 1. Okay, so we got a few. So question 1. Remedy was the highest ranking chart hit for Victoria Hesketh, who is otherwise known by what name? And 4... was which artist released a new version of their Red album this year in response to the changed ownership of the masters to her first 6 studio albums?
That's the fourth one, yeah.
And number 5, who created the 1999 hit single You Don't Know Me featuring drum sample from JD's Plastic Dreams? That's quite obscure, but I'm sure someone will know it. We'll see, won't we? Phew.
We will.
We will see. Right. What am I looking? So round 5. So all right. I'm going to round 5 questions, which are the question rounds. Now the question rounds were what was missing. So these were again lovingly photoshopped by Midiera, which is I have to say kudos for putting all the effort in there. Thank you very much, mate. So let's get on to the question. So question 1. This is picture round 1. I'm just going to go through them because we have been posting these, so hopefully you've already got these. So, what's missing from this one? I'm guessing this is probably not where you're looking for the actual. This is the first time you've seen them. What's missing from this one?
If you've already done this and submitted it, does it matter?
No, it doesn't. This is just
sit back and have a cup of tea.
Yeah, you could just say, I'll go through them quickly. Okay. Question number 2.
Exactly, Rich. Yeah.
Question number 2. What's missing? I've zoomed some of these. Okay, what's missing? Question number 3, which is the MS-20. Casio VL Tone, what's missing? SH101, what's missing? Again, it's common theme. The Red Sound Dark Star. Now, I used to have a Red Sound. Wow. What was the Red Sound? It wasn't a Red Sound. It was a MS. It was a cheater. I think one of the guys.
Oh, an MS6.
Yeah, I used to have an MS6.
Oh, I had 3 of those.
Did you? I sent, I bang on about this a lot. I sent mine off for repair to the Northern Synthesizer Service Centre in about 1991, and it never came back, and they went bust, and and it's gone. Although Ben Burling lent us one, and I must power up, but it's hex, isn't it?
I went to a synthesizer repair centre in London once to take something in for Howard, and they said to me, I'm not joking, they said, did Howard drop off a Moog Prodigy here once? And it had been there for 15 years. And I went, and I rang him up. He went, "Oh, that's where it went." So he got it back after 15 years.
Was it fixed?
It was fixed.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. So it's whoa! Wait a minute. That was around 3 answers. Oh, we've done that. Have we done those? Yes, we've done those. That doesn't matter. Because what I do with these, I mean, this is kind of, I'll show you, because what actually basically happens is I have this rather cunning, see if I can find it. I can show you how it works. Titles. I use this. This is in my preview window, so it gives me the kind of this is the notes for the topic. It gives me all the sort of stuff I need to do. So it's kind of a pretty cool system. Anyway, right. So I was going to do round, what was I doing?
Is that the last round, the picture one?
Round 5 is the last round. We're done.
Wow.
Brett Lemming says, drink more champagne, Nick. I think that's probably not a bad idea. I am walking home, I would like to point out, and this is I guess this will have to do instead of our Christmas party. I would love to be with you all in person and having a bit of Christmas fun, but as we know, it's just not possible at the moment, and I've just got to make it to Saturday night without getting sick or infecting elderly parents and whatnot, and then I can go clubbing. I mean, I'm not likely to do that either, to be honest. But right, okay, I should probably crack on because I've been banging on about this a bit. So okay, round 4 answers. Let me just get that ready to go. Round 4 answers, go. So here we go, round 4 answers. So the question was, let me get to round 4. Okay. Question 1, what Remedy was the highest chart-ranking chart hit for Victoria Hesketh, who was also known by what name? The answer is Little Boots. If anybody
She's the keyboard player for the new ABBA show.
Is she? Interesting. Little Boots. Yeah, I think we were supposed to do an interview with her once, and it was on a boat, on the Yamaha boat, and the traffic was so bad the Yamaha chartered a boat for some event, and the traffic was so bad that we literally were stuck on the bank, the riverbank, trying to get to the place where we could park the car to join the boat, and they just sailed off, and we missed it, and we were in traffic for 3 bloody hours. It was an absolute nightmare to get from Shepherd's Bush to Chelsea. It took 2 hours, and they actually stopped the boat from leaving as long as they possibly could, and we were still late.
Did they wave at you?
Yeah, well, they were laughing at you.
And then, not only that, and then when we got to where we were finally going, which was the XL Centre, because there used to be a music show there, we'd forgotten, because it was early days of the Christmas of the parking, the clean air charge. I got fined £100 on top of it. It was just like, worst day ever. Right, question 2. The producer, Adam Tinley, is better known by what stage name? I know everybody's going to know this. Rich, you're going to know this, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. And the
Mark's
answer
brother,
is...
Adam.
Adamski.
Adamski.
Very good. Right, I'm going to go back to Christmas mode because it covers my...
I worked on one of his albums recently.
Oh, nice. What,
Adamski, yeah. It was has it? I'm just checking if it's come out. It came out under a different name. It was like a kind of rockabilly, but all in it's like dance.
Yeah, he did threes, didn't he?
How do we know you're telling the truth then?
All in threes. Eh?
How do we know you're telling the truth if it came out under another name?
You two, honestly, you need to get a room. Because we did an interview with him with a while back. Actually, he was on because he was doing this 3/4 projects and he's doing dance.
That's right.
In threes. Yeah,
all in threes. Yeah, that's the one.
Threes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Prince penned the Bangles song "Manic Monday" under which pseudonym? Anybody know this one?
Christopher
Tracy. Christopher Tracy. Very good, Dave. I'll give you
I got
that.
the Christopher.
Spears, Reading. Can you do it again? Because I wanted to. Excellent, Christopher. That's good enough. I don't know. I'm guessing they might have been generous with their marking, or they might not. Okay, question 4. Which artist released a new version of their Red album this year in response to the changed ownership of the masters to her first 6 studio albums? Anyone got this?
Taylor Swift.
So it's not
Swift.
King Crimson, huh?
Taylor Swift is the right answer. Yes, Taylor Swift. Correct.
As far from King Crimson as you get.
Pretty far. Who created the question 5? Who created the 1999 hit single "You Don't Know Me" featuring drum sample from JD's "Plastic Dreams"?
I don't have a clue.
Probably not Klaus Nomi.
No, it was Armand van Helden. Armand van Helden.
Armand van Helden.
Armand in Van Helden.
That sounds very northern, doesn't it?
Okay, it does. Okay. Sugar Babes. Well, I may as well leave that camera on you. The Sugar Babes sampled which hit record, artist and track on their song "Freak Like Me"? Robbie.
It was Cars by Gary Newman.
Our Friends Electric.
It's Our Friends Electric by Tubeway Army.
Oh, shocker. What a
I'm just trying to make you feel at home.
Get out of here.
Fail.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Genius. Okay, thank you very much. That was probably the highlight of the show for me. I set it up so... Yeah. Okay, question number 7. Aphex Twin released Rush Up Edge EP under which pseudonym? Anybody know?
Is it his AFX?
No.
Tuss.
The Tuss. Yes, the Tuss. Very good. Well done, Robbie.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 8. 2 people share Nick's surname in seminal 80s band. Who are they? In a seminal 80s band.
I could only think of Mike Batt in
Mike
the Wombles.
Batt, yeah, the Wombles.
Oh, guys, I feel...
Seminal 70s band.
And their keyboard player was Steve Batt.
No, well, you're close there, actually, but It was, of course. I don't believe that you didn't get this. It was David Sylvian and Steve Jansen.
Japan.
Have I not told you my classic story where they were playing Mick Kahn and Steve Jansen? They were all playing at Moles, my local club, and I was such a massive fan. And I went there, and it was after I'd been in the industry myself a little bit, so I wasn't a total starstruck numpty. Although I went up on stage, and they were. It was. I mean, it was a small club. It was just a warm-up gig. And Steve Jansen is an awesome drummer, and he just looks so bored. They all looked really bored, and like they were just kind of like, oh God, when this is over. And I went up and I go, oh my God, you know, blah blah blah. You probably, yeah. I'm a bat too. And it was just sort of like dunk. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on. That was yeah. These are people who've basically changed their names because they didn't like their name. I go and remind them when they're trying to be as cool as they like that's their name. Oh well, it was only Steve Jansen.
Brilliant.
It was but, yeah.
Brilliant.
So
I like that.
Oh, I should have known that.
Okay, and
fantastic.
question number 9. Flat Eric features in which track by Mr. Oizo?
Is it Flat Beat?
Beat.
Flat beat.
Yep, flat beat.
Yeah, that's what
is
it's
the
called.
correct
Yes, get in
answer.
there.
Very good.
It's a bit embarrassing. I knew that one, and I didn't know Gary Newman.
Yeah.
Well, considering the degrees of
It was
separation.
Chubayami anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't even Gary Newman.
I think I've got Gary Newman written down here, so I think there could be some contention in those answers. I think we might have to mark either one correct. Either one is going to have to be correct. I think that's the
I
only
put
fair.
Gary Newman.
Yeah, well, I think that's
it's got to be two ways.
Okay,
You'll have to retract your ridicule now.
Yeah,
But you put the wrong. You said cars.
Yeah, but you got the wrong track
I
and the wrong
said Gary
answers.
Newman. I said Gary Newman as well.
Yeah, but that's not enough.
Dear.
Yeah,
right.
I got it wrong.
We better crack on. I'm sure people have got lives they want to be getting on with. Okay, so number 10, Naomi Arlene McLean Daly is the name of which explosive singer, rapper, producer, and songwriter?
Miss
Anybody?
Dynamite.
Yes, got it. Nice one. Miss Dynamite, of course, or Miss Dynamite well, that was the song, wasn't it? That wasn't her. She doesn't say, hello, my name is... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm halfway in, but, you know, it's powerful stuff. Ooh, I've got to... Right, okay, so what happens next? Oh, I guess we do round 5 answers. Yes, round 5 answers, which I'm just going to put... Round 5 answers, which I'm now putting in the... Round 5 answers, okay. So I have to go here. Right, okay, so I just need to... Round 5 answers. I need to rewind a little bit. Okay, so...
Merry Christmas.
Here we go. Oh, no, stop. Stop.
Oh, no, stop.
Stop that. Okay. All right. What's missing?
That's a high-pass filter.
High-pass filter.
Yep.
Yeah, these were...
Yep.
I thought these were
HPF
going
is known in the trade.
The HPF, yes, that's right. I thought we were going to be really hard. There were some harder ones, but okay. So next, okay. What's missing?
Master tune.
Portamento.
Portamento is correct, Rich. Thank you very much.
Oh, I thought I didn't look carefully enough.
Down at the lower left, next to the...
I know, I thought it was the master tune. I was careless with looking.
Okay, number 3. What's missing?
Sound select.
Presets.
Sort of the instrument selection thing.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just going to scroll down. Preset switch. Yes, that would be.
Yes, get that.
Okay, next. What's missing here?
Oh, the hand thing that you plug in on the left-hand side, the mod grip thing, I think. The socket for the mod grip.
Excuse me.
I will accept mod grip connections.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Mod grip, yeah. Okay, I think that was... Did you get that, Dave?
Yep.
Yep. I saw, because we posted this round early because I thought it'd be more difficult, and pretty much everybody got them absolutely right. So, hey-ho. Okay, next, what's missing?
No, it's on.
Joystick.
Yeah, joystick. It's pretty. There's a great big hole in it, isn't there?
Say what you see.
say what you see, or don't see in this case.
Don't see.
Okay, and I know you're all going to get this, all you OP1.
Microphone button.
Yeah.
Line in input. Yeah.
Line in, yeah.
Good shot, Gaz. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice one, Gaz.
And what's missing here?
Cool.
Envelope mod.
Envelope mod, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shout. Envelope mod is also the correct answer. Question. What is the question answer?
Is it the algorithm selection?
This is question 7.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Is it like the operator algorithm?
The algorithm thingy. Switch for algorithms.
Question 8. Yes. Question 8. It's the algorithm knob. Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 9.
Pitch wheel.
Mod wheel.
Mod wheel.
Well, it has like a switch on the left-hand side there.
You know what? There was a split on this one. Lots of people were saying it's ambiguous. I agree. Depends which side, but it's actually it's the mod wheel, not the pitch wheel.
Oh, bollocks.
Yep.
I think it's definitely mod wheel.
Yeah, well, it is. Well, according to my answers here, anyway. I mean, whether or not I'm abdicating. I didn't write the questions. I'm just the host in this instance. But nice work, mod work. Right. So what's next? Oh yeah, here we go.
Right.
Well, this is easy. This one because the whole of the right-hand side is missing.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah, the
Chill
top
is
note.
missing. Al.
Octave buttons.
It's a transpose button, I think.
Octave buttons.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you're correct. Transpose selection or transpose section will be
Will
be acceptable. Flipping heck! I think we got there.
Boom.
Wow. I've got like a little Christmassy thing I was going to play, but Dave, I want to do yours first because you did a Christmassy thing.
Don't spend all of your money.
For G-Force, which is a lovely piece. So this is Dave Spiers G-Force. I won't play it all, but
It's Christmas time.
check the G-Force channels. Scrooge.
He hasn't moved.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
We all do.
So it's a little Christmas card to everybody.
And at Christmas
You play Scrooge very well, Dave.
again. Don't buy shit for the sake of it. Just relax with your loved one.
Lovely, very Tron-filled piece there, Dave. That's lovely. Did you enjoyed that? Presumably, even though you've got bar humbug on your head, and presumably you're going to wear that hat out. You're going to need a new one pretty soon.
I've had this for years. I just think it sums everything up, really, for me. Black,
black, bleak,
like
dark.
My mood and my coffee.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I'm gonna. I suppose scores. I've forgotten the scores for ages, haven't I? I've just realised I've been absolutely terrible on scores. Are we? I'm guessing we're okay to go with the scores.
Yeah.
Look round to see. Yes, we're okay to go with the scores. So let's see. We're ready to go with the scores. So who is this year's winner? Let's have a look. Oh, Wagyu! Wow, Pearl, really 50 points. That's pretty impressive. Wagyu in second with 41, Soul Cars with 38, Porsos with 37, Failed Muso with 32. I hope you got the Fairlight question right. Failed Muso. Edna's Disco Machine with 31, Brett Lemmings with 30, Laura Reynolds with 28, Azzy Ahead with 28, Santa Wiggly, that must be you, 28, Weapons of Christmas Destruction 24, Rob GS. Dom, you're the only person to make it onto from the panel to make it onto.
I just want to thank my mum.
Round of applause there. A round of applause there.
If I could just say a big thank you to my mum, to my family, to everyone who's helped me over the years. This really is just a true moment for me.
Excellent. That's lovely. I'll just do that again. I find it kind of, I mean, well done, Paul Rama, for getting 50, but I find that quite Impressive.
Unbelievable.
I'm trying to say unbelievable. We have no way of knowing whether there's any kind of monkey business going on, but Wagyu, as ever, Wagyu is always up there. So Wagyu, I think, won last year. He's at 41. Wagyu is...
He's angry now. He's bar humbug now.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. But anyway,
ruined his Christmas.
No, I don't think that would do it. I'm sure he'd be. So I was going to play a little tiny bit of musical Christmasness just because I've got these little things here, the boutiques. So I'm going to go over there and see what happens when I press play. I'm probably not going to remember the notes I learnt, and it's so I'm going to be trying to play the Greg Lake thing. So here we go.
Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Very nice.
God, that was harder than I remembered, just purely because of the champagne. It really does affect performance. I just thought it was, the Prosecco. Thank you very much. Just a bit of Christmassy business featuring the Roland Boutiques, the aforementioned Boss RC 505 Mark II. And if anyone in the chat room knows whether that was actually Greg Lake's line or whether the dee is an actual classical line. I think it's a classical.
Was it Prokofiev? Is it? It's.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought. Was it Prokofiev? I thought it was Grieg, but that was.
Oh, Grieg. No, maybe Grieg.
Nice one, Gaz. Yeah. Thank you. Well,
you just call it the Boss 505.
Sorry.
You just call it the Boss RC 505.
Mark II. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said RC, not RC.
What's the difference? What's
ARSEY?
And your point is, it's the same. It depends how you say it, but it's the same thing.
I thought you slurred it.
I think you were right there. I did slur it because I've had too much to drink and the Christmas. But I want to say, before we sign off, I hope you've all enjoyed the quiz. I know it's been a little bit, it has been a bit longer than usual, and I thought I got it all together, but no technical hitches, which is great. Rich Hilton, thank you so much for coming this year and being here as often as you are. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much for joining us.
The pleasure is truly mine and honor to be with you and with all of our friends. And I wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year. Let's look forward to a better one next time.
Absolutely. You can't say fairer than that. And all our friends over in Zoom land, we've got Robbie Bronnimann. Thank you, Robbie, so much. Thank you, Dave, for joining us. I hope we've... well, is this a break before you go on to your next Zoom meeting, or... I don't really know how I'm supposed to how you would deal with it. It feels a little bit like I've just basically given you more Zoom. But thank you for your time, and
this was much more enjoyable than any Zoom I've had this week.
Excellent. Only this week. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. And Mr. Dom Hawken, thank you for your sound effects and your
thank you so much
and all of that
thank
stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
And your ace
Huge, huge Christmas greetings to everyone. Oh, and I was going to say, Nigel Gilbert gave 30 quid in the chat earlier on, and you missed out because it was so busy. So huge thank you if you're still watching for doing that. I'm sure it'll find. There you
so
go.
Much.
Thank you.
Well, when we finally get together, we will spend it on stuff that we can enjoy together. Thank you very much.
Cool. Look forward to it.
I hope you have a great Christmas. Thank you very much for joining us. And same to you, Robbie, and same to you, Rich. And also Gaz, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll hook up again soon when we can all kind of come out the other side and not have to worry about washing our hands and wearing masks and posies and you know.
I look forward to that very much.
Oh, excellent. Nicely voice changed. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, and it just remains to say thank you to our YouTubers, the IRCers, all the folks that were sent in questions, and all the people who've participated, to Andy and to MIDI Era for setting the questions and marking. Much, much appreciated. So just remains to say this is actually the last one of the year. We'll be back the first Wednesday in 2022, which is, I believe, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th of January, maybe, something around there. So anyway, that was Sonic Talk. Thank you very much. Oh, and I'll say thank you to all our sponsors and all of those things. I can't bring everybody up on the screen at the same time, which is a little bit irritating, but I could do my best. There's 3. We can wave goodbye and say thank you very much, and we can also put everybody there. Thank you, folks. Thank you. And thanks for hanging in there. We'll see you all next time. I'm going to press the end button and see what happens.